So before start explaining about quadratic equation, I want to recall a few things in algebra. So already we studied last year about this classification of polynomial, right? So actually the classification of polynomial is classified into two things. It's based on degree and based on terms. First, I will explain about this based on degree. Based on degree, there are four classifications: linear, quadratic, cubic, and biquadratic. So how do we say equation? A given equation we can call it as linear, quadratic, cubic, and biquadratic. It's nothing. It's very simple. Based on the highest power, what the highest power that equation it contains. So related to that, we can call that particular equation as linear or quadratic or cubic or biquadratic. So if the given equation it contains a highest power is 1, we can call it as linear equation. If the given equation contains the highest power is 2, we can call this quadratic equation. If the equation contains the highest power 3, we can call this cubic. If the equation contains highest power 4, it is called as biquadratic. And more than that, 4 more, simply we can call it as a polynomial. So this is what the names for the equations based on degree. We can classify the polynomials based on degree. And the next thing, based on terms, this also you have studied based on terms, which means the number of terms. That equation contains how many number of terms. Based on that, we can call this monomial, binomial, and trinomial. So if the equation contains only one term, that called as monomial. If the equation contains two terms, it's called as binomial. If the equation contains three terms, it's called as trinomial. And more than three terms, simply we can call this multinomial. So, but now for quadratic equation, we should know which one we are going to learn now in this chapter 5, only the second one. So quadratic in the sense that based on degree we are classifying the polynomial, right? So that given equation or any particular equation it contains the highest power 2 is called as quadratic equations. So I think this flowchart will help you to remember how to call the name of the polynomials, whether it is linear, quadratic, cubic, or biquadratic, or based on terms it is monomial, binomial, and trinomial. So just look this flowchart carefully and try to understand about this classification of polynomial. So now look at here, we have a quadratic equation, right? So what is this given here in this definition? An equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers and a is non-zero is called a quadratic equation. So here the equation it is given that ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, and this equation it's called as a general equation of quadratic equation. So here we have the equation a x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So in this equation we have totally 3 terms and only one variable. Just look at the first term here. What is the first term? We have ax square. So what is the power? It is 2. Here we have bx and x power is nothing, it's given, which means we can consider as 1. So among all these 3 terms, where we have the highest power in the first term. So that's why this equation is called as an quadratic equation. Okay. Now look at the 2 examples it's followed by. It is given this one and this one. The first equation is x square minus 7x plus 12 equal to 0. So x square minus 7x plus 12 equal to 0, right? Okay, so in this equation totally we have three terms, and the highest power is we have it in the first term, it is x square. So that's why these kind of equations we can simply call as a quadratic equation. But now you just look into your second example, it is given here x square, x plus 1 by x is equal to 5 by 2, right? We have x plus 1 by x is equal to 5 by 2. So when you look into the equation, immediately you should not say this is not a quadratic equation, because there is no term contains power 2. So that is not like that. So these kind of equation first you have to solve completely. Then only we have to say this is quadratic equation or not a quadratic equation. So how to solve that you know, but once again I will explain that. So first we want to do this side, LHS side, we have two terms. Just you have to multiply these two numbers. So x into x, x is square, plus this numerator we have 1, whole thing divided by x, right, is equal to 5 by 2. Then after you reach this step, we want to take cross multiplication. This x you have to multiply here, and this 2 you have to multiply this side. And here we have two terms, x square and 1. So multiply this 2 with both the two terms. So which means it is 2x square plus 2 is equal to 5x. Now we want to transpose this 5x this side. So plus 5x will change into negative. 2x square minus 5x plus 2 is equal to 0, right? So this is your quadratic equation. So now you see that after we are solving this given expression, x plus 1 by x is equal to 5 by 2, we have arrived 2x square minus 5x plus 2 equal to 0. Right? So when we are looking into the equation, we should not say whether it is quadratic or not a quadratic. If any equation given like this, we have to solve the equation completely first. After arrive the answer only, we have to conclude whether they are quadratic equations or not a quadratic equation. And let's see some more examples also. And see here one more example. Here the question, it is given like x plus 2 by x plus 3 is equal to 2x minus 3 divided by 3x minus 7. So the given equation, it is not given in directly, it is not given in the form of quadratic, like given some other form. So after we solved only, it's come to know that whether it is quadratic or not a quadratic. So look, few steps I'm given here. So after the cross multiplication, we have arrived this step, and after we have multiplied that terms, the next term we are getting like this, 3x square minus x minus 14 is equal to 2x square plus 3x minus 9. After we are transposing everything one side, we have arrived the answer x square minus 4x minus 5 equal to 0. So when you are looking into the question, we should not say it is quadratic. After we have solved, so what we have arrived here, x square minus 4x minus 5 equal to 0. So the given equation also, it is a quadratic equation. Similarly, look at this example. We have x by x plus 1 plus x plus 1 by x is equal to 34 by 15. So here also the question, it's not directly given in the form of quadratic. So after we have solved only, we can able to come to know that whether it is quadratic or not a quadratic. Look at the answers for a few steps I am given, followed by see here. So after we have take LCM and cross multiplication, everything we done it, we have arrived the step 15x square plus 15 into x plus 1 the whole square is equal to 34x into x plus 1. And then we have multiplied the numbers inside, we have arrived the next step. After we have transposed everything one side, if you are solving this completely, you have arrived the step 4x square plus 4x minus 15 equal to 0. So now it becomes a quadratic equation. So when the problem is given, so don't judge that whether it is not a quadratic equations. After you're solving only you can come to know that whether it is quadratic or not a quadratic equation. I hope you all understood the basic of quadratic equations, how to find an given equation, it is whether it is quadratic or not a quadratic. Now next I'm going to explain about roots of a quadratic equation. And roots of a quadratic equation is also called as solution of a quadratic equation. So the word root and solutions both are same. Okay, so now this is what I am going to explain, and here the definition is given about this roots of a quadratic equation. A number alpha is called a root of the general equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 if a alpha square plus b alpha plus c is equal to 0, which means it's nothing. So if any number it's called a root of the equation means, and that number we want to replace by x. We have to, instead of x we want to substitute that value in the equation. After solving, if you are arriving the answer as 0, you can conclude that that is a root of the equation. Instead of 0, if you are getting some other answer, that given number is not a root of a equation. So let's see, I'll just explain by some examples are given here. X is equal to 4 is a root of the equation, and the second example x is equal to 2 is not a root of the equation. So I just explain how it is root or not a root. So just look at here, we have an example. First example, x is equal to 4 as a root of the equation. So what value it is given? X is equal to 4, right? So this value you have to replace for x. Just substitute the given value to x. So in the place of x I am substituting 4. So 4 square minus 4 minus 12 equal to 0. 4 square is nothing but 16. 4 into 4, it is 16, minus 4 minus 12 is equal to 0. Now these two numbers are a negative number, so first you have to add these two numbers. So 16 minus 4 minus 12 is nothing but minus 16 is equal to 0. So what about the 16 minus 16? It's 0. So what it satisfied that here also after I am substituting the value I have arrived the answer 0. So if you have arrived your both side, if it is 0, then we can conclude that x is equal to 4 as a root of the equation. Therefore x is equal to 4 as a root of the equation. Look at your second example. We want to prove that x is equal to 2 is not a root of the equation. So first you have to substitute the given value x is equal to 2 in the given equation. Just to replace x is equal to 2. So x square will become 2 square minus 2 minus 12 is equal to 0. And what about 2 square is nothing but 2 into 2, it is 4, minus 2 minus 12 is equal to 0. And 4 minus, just add these two negative numbers, minus 2 minus 12, it is minus 14 is equal to 0, and 4 minus 14 is nothing but minus 10, but which is not equal to 0. So now we have arrived the step here, they are not equal, both the side it is not equal to 0. Therefore our answer, the given value x is equal to 2 is not a root of the equation. Is it clear? So first example, it's explained that it is equal, it's root of the equation, but the second one it is conclude that it is not a root of the equation.